Good afternoon, Rooster here with the $100 or Less Club. I got a couple questions about this, so I figured I could make a video real quick so you guys can see it. So I've got my screen up, screen recording it, and then obviously recording me as well. I'm here today at the shop trying to get some work done. But so someone was asking me about the payments, how they come in, and how they could calculate a payment on what they would get. So you can see here, my current balance is $12.47. That's because I got these little guys running, and as you can see here, it's paying me a couple little bucks on the $186. Now, where that is coming from is actually from my bigger deposit, and I'll show you how that works out. So let's just do calculate revenue really quickly. So on my deal, I put $3,100 in, and I went with the high yield. So the high yield is a 1.3% interest paid daily, and then that is accrued over a 5-day period. And that's a total maturation period of 60 days. So during the course of 60 days, every 5 days, I'm going to get a payment. So how we can look at that is we take the big number, 21.52 right? That's going to be our big number. And then we're going to divide that by 12. And how I got 12 is because there'll be 12 payments over the 60 days, one every 5 days, right? So 12 times 5 is 60. Got a guy racing up the street here outside. So that's how you get that number. So that number that we get is 179.33. Right? So if we go back to my dashboard and look at my deposits, you'll see here I've gotten 2 deposits. That's these 2 guys that have come out. And if we go back to our calculator, I don't know what I must have closed it. And we do 358.7 divided by 2. Guess what it's going to be? The 179. So that's how you can calculate exactly how much money you're going to be making per payday, basically. So let's just take a new figure, and we're going to calculate a whole new deal. So we'll do the $5,000, right? So $5,000 gets you $3,400 over that same period. So if we look at the math there, we already know it's going to be 12. And just so the people that are not as fast with the math, 60 days, 5 days, 12 pay periods, basically. So then now we're going to take that bigger number, 3471, and we're going to divide that by 12. And that is $289.25. So basically, if you were to deposit $5,000 for 60 days, every 5 days or 12 times, you would get $289.25. Then on the 60th day, you would also get back your $5,000. So over that period, you would have accumulated $3,471, and then on the final day, you get $5,000 back. So your total will be $84.71, right? That's pretty nice. So the other thing that you can do with this, though, is you look at your payment is $289. You can now drop that bad boy in there, and $289 is going to earn you $23 every 9 days. So you can play around with this and start looking and seeing that they're paying you, and then you can still invest their payment instead of taking it out. So that $289 earns you an additional $23 every 9 days. So you can do that a couple times. So what you need to start looking at is the numbers that get you to other thresholds. So $4.99, for example, is the threshold for the 9 days, and $4.99 will get you $40 basically every 9 days. So when you pop that up to $500, even though it's just one more dollar, that's going to put you in the next bracket. And now you see that this is 1.1%, and 1.1% is going to require you to put it in for 21 days, and that 21 days will net you the $102 profit. So over that course of, remember we talked, you had 60-day period on your $5,000 or $3,000 example. That example, if you were to take your first 2 deposits and put them in for 21 days, you would be at 41 days basically if you take your first month. So you're still okay with that. anything else beyond that first month, if you put it in longer than the 9 days, it won't mature until your first loan is done. And I'm thinking that you want to take that first loan and add those two sums together. So be careful with that. The other deal is, so you've got basically $100 is the minimum, $500 is the first plateau where you hit 21 days and 1.1%, and then $3,000 would basically be the next plateau. So you see here at $2,999, you make $600 every 21 days. But if you were to take that to $3,000, that's what's going to put you into the next bracket. And then that next bracket puts you 1.3%, and it pushes you to 60 days. And that's basically the program that I'm on right now. I put in $3,100 because I had extra $100. So that's where I'm at. But then you can see the more money you put in, the longer they need to use your money, and the longer that time frame is for maturization. And because of that, your percentage point increases because they're holding on to your money for longer. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid. Let me know. I've got the Discord up. I've got the web pages coming along right now. I'm going to make a nice group for all of us that are invested together so we can kind of see what's going on. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop me a message here or on the Discord or wherever you got.